G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mum and Dad Show. My name's Isaac Butterfield, and I'm the dad on this show. And my co-host, as every week, Little Dixon. How you doing?
Thank
the
you.
people's mother.
Yep.
That's what we're going by
Mother
now.
hen?
Mother hen Dickie. Dickie the mother hen. Now, we have had a massive week, all right? The first podcast came out. It came out on YouTube. Thousands of views.
Was it?
I think it had like 20,000 in 2 days, which is actually really good for a brand new podcast on the second channel.
Yay!
Yes!
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We had interesting feedback, and I'll get back into that in a moment. Hopefully, we're up on Spotify now. We ran into a few roadblocks there. Spotify were like, "No, we can't have these people on here. They're too good looking. Too good looking, I think.
Camera.
Fucking
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
this Butterfield bloke. His hairline. How jealous.
Christ.
Before we get into that,
Yep.
we actually have a sponsor for this podcast. Little Dixon, what's the name of this sponsor?
The sponsor of today's podcast is Peachy by Rose.
Peachy by Rose. Now, what in the world is a Peachy by Rose?
It is a squat sock
A squat sock? What's a squat sock?
developed for women by
By women. Fucking women. Right? I love the squat socks.
So do I.
So what do you use a squat sock for?
Basically, you wear these at the gym and you take your shoes off, and it helps you get the right depth for your squat. You're not going to have your feet going outwards, which will fuck up your form. Help you get that nice round pooch that you deserve and desire. And they're also really good for Pilates and yoga.
And pregnant women,
A lot of pregnant ladies have been wearing them too because they're non-slip and
they're
also
also very, very fashionable.
They're very fashionable. They're
And
very cute.
So the issue with squatting or training in shoes is then shoes aren't made. It's a ridiculous
Which no
arch.
one knows.
right?
You guys probably don't know that. We never really knew that either. But yeah,
It's
you're not meant to
an
squat in
artificial
shoes.
arch.
Yes.
That's what I meant to say. It's
Yeah.
an artificial arch. So if you use the squat socks, listen, gentlemen, buy them for your girlfriends, buy them for your mother, buy them for your grandmother. Your grandmother should wear them, like
Yeah.
our grandmother wears them.
Yeah, we gave them to Gran.
All right, Gran
They're
got
good.
them, so
Yeah.
she wears them around the house so she doesn't slip and slide.
Yeah.
It's not good for old people.
I wear them just around the house because they feel like a bed sock, but they have the function of a normal sock.
I wear
They're
them
really
when
comfy.
I wear them while I'm jerking off.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because I do it upside down on the ceiling. Ladies and gentlemen,
Jesus.
go and check out Peachy by Rose right now. They support this channel, and you should support them. Now, on to the episode today. We did have a lot of interesting feedback after last week. A lot of people love the Dickie. Not too many people like the Butts, but that's all right.
As if.
Everyone loves Dixon. It's
No.
great. A lot of people were mad, though. They were mad at
What?
producer Lordy.
The slow fade.
Old slow fade Lord over there. Every single time he changed the camera between you and me, it was a
slow fade.
slow,
Listen.
sexy fade, which is only one fade away from like a star wipe.
It was a bit like a porno, but I
It
also
was.
enjoyed it.
You did not.
No, I enjoyed it for pornos, but
you
not
said
for the
to me,
podcast.
Lies. You said to me, and I quote,
Yeah.
"Fuck me, Butterfield, this is shit. What the fuck's going on?" And I said, Claire, calm it down. She said, "No, tell me what the fuck to do, Butterfield."
For those of you listening to this, I did the action of slitting my throat.
Slitting your throat. That's
My
what
throat.
That's what you're threatening me with.
Yep, I'm going to kill myself. Cut that out.
No, leave it in.
We won't get an OnlyFans.
We won't get an OnlyFans. We get an OnlyFans, ladies and gentlemen.
What is it? No, HelloFresh. We won't get sponsored by HelloFresh with that bullshit.
That's what's going to stop us getting sponsored by HelloFresh. Not that the fact that your bloody husband to be in 2 months, which is, I think it's like 70 days now.
Oh, I can look at
Just over 2 months. Not that the fact that your husband to be in a couple of months is a transphobic, homophobic piece of shit, and he hates women.
Who likes women?
I like you. You're good.
Oh, I can't find the thing.
Doesn't matter. It's upset. It's
It's
upstairs.
about 82 days till the wedding.
I said 70. Good grief.
Sorry.
There's a 2-week. What day are you going to the wedding? We need to work that out.
Look, Dana White hasn't asked me yet, so it's still going to happen.
When we were in America, Claire met her man crush. Now, I don't know if people know about your man crush.
I'm surprised if they don't. The whole of our bloody suburb does.
Is that because I tell everyone? Claire has... you all know the idea of a hall pass, that if this person was interested
I
in
wouldn't
you...
do that with you.
Claire,
I just think he's
please don't
handsome.
interrupt. This is very important.
All right.
The idea, Claire came to me with a hall pass idea. I'd never heard it before. She sat me down. She said,
Bullshit.
Butterfield.
Fuck off.
She said, listen, my
I said
celebrity...
love, I said pet.
I said dear. She said, Butterfield, you need to listen to me. If this celebrity comes my way, I'm going to get rid of you, give you the flick, I believe was the exact words you gave me.
Yep.
and I'm going to be with them, date them, and love them. Now, there are 2 people that you would leave me for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's literally what I said. Yep.
Exactly what you said. Precisely, in fact. Some scientists cannot find more appropriate quotes than those. So
people are going to come at me and think this is legit and be like, you fucking bitch.
Well, you wanted 2 people to come at you, literally.
No,
So,
I didn't. Christ.
Dana White, the president of the UFC, friend of the channel, friend of the butts, maybe.
I love you, Dana.
I love you, Dana. And Robert from Raymond. Now, we'll get Lordy to flash up those photos of both of these people. Now, maybe we should get some voting happening in the comments section or let us know.
I think some people will agree with me.
Robert from
but
Raymond.
You have to put who yours are. You like Emma Stone?
No, I don't like Emma Stone.
Why do I always think you do?
I don't know. You always say that. Emma Stone's fine.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
I'm sure she's
Who
nice.
would yours be?
No one.
Emma Watson.
No, just Little Dicky.
Oh, well, I changed mine.
You can't to who now? Andre the Giant?
No, I don't treat it as a hall pass, but I'm sick. Okay, you know how it
Sick
came
to death
up?
here.
I'm sick to death of all these chicks being, who's that prick in that show they all like? The big fucking...
Oh, Eddie Maguire, who wants to be a millionaire.
Sorry for the volume.
Jesus Christ.
No, not him.
I just saw your epiglottis go, oh!
No, what's his name?
The hot dude.
Sheena like Jason Momoa.
Oh, Momoa.
Him, and then you got fucking, who's the other one? Chris Hemsworth and all these guys and Zac Efron, and I'm like,
You don't like
I
those
don't
guys?
like any of them. I think that they're just so generic and shit. I was like, I don't like them. So I think it's time that we embrace the dad bods and the bald and the beautiful.
What constitutes a dad bod? Is it a fat gut or is
No.
it, what is it?
No, it's just a normal looking dude that's not on steroids. Shows that he trains,
Yeah.
looks fit, but isn't like, this jacked fucking thing.
Which we spoke about this yesterday at the gym actually.
Yeah.
Between women and men.
Yeah.
Who don't have achievable bodies. Now, it is possible to achieve
Talk
like
about this a lot, yeah.
a really low body fat percentage, but you
Yeah.
have to basically give up all the happiness in your
In
life.
the world.
In the world. Now, you've trained, I don't know if you want me to reveal this to the people, but I'm about to. You competed in a bodybuilding competition when you were younger.
Once.
Now, you
I
always...
wasn't a bodybuilder.
What was it? Tell the people. It's not something to be embarrassed about.
It's so sad.
It's not.
It is
Didn't you
not.
place?
No,
You
not at all.
did.
I
You
don't wanna
placed.
talk- I don't
You were
wanna talk-
first.
I
You were
don't
an
wanna
IB.
talk- You're so full.
You were an IBFBB pro. Look at the size of her.
I don't want to talk about it. But
Okay.
no, I dilly-dallied in that for a while.
You dilly
I dilly-dallied.
You dilly dabble dibbled.
Listen, mind your business.
Stop trying to get that to catch on as your
I think
catchphrase.
it's the funniest thing I've ever said.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
That and Little Dickie's getting
Little Dickie's getting upset. George is getting upset. Worlds are colliding.
Little Dickie's feeling defeated.
I am defeated. I'm always defeated.
So you were
I've lived that life.
You were a bodybuilder. You told me your clitoris was 4 feet long.
And after you saw it, you went, boy, she was wrong. It's fucking 7 feet.
So yeah, you know how hard it is to get down to a low fat body fat percentage.
The brown rice and chicken breast phase, I've done it. I've done the Cruskets at lunch.
What was your diet during this cutting phase?
It was literally chicken, broccoli, rice, crackers,
And that's it all day.
self-loathing, and black coffee.
Yeah. So it's very difficult to get, and you can get to that, but
I still hated myself.
a very
Jeez!
a much easier way to get to that body fat percentage is through steroids. So you
I
look.
wish I knew that then.
Yeah, well, this is what a lot of
do
males,
that,
obviously, they're on testosterone, they're on all these different types of things, and I think testosterone is very healthy for older men because you lose your
definitely.
natural
Yeah, of course.
testosterone. But
Yep.
for younger dudes, you're fucking with your own. I don't know if that's great, but a lot of people do it. That and like, I mean, I know some of the names like Decker, Big Bad Decker.
Big Bad Decker,
There's that
you
type of
reckon?
stuff. What's some other steroids? Anyway.
Yeah, Lordy will know. Go on.
All the shredding stuff. Like you can take one, I forget the name of it straight away, but one that basically cuts your body fat percentage down to bugger all.
Oh.
And a lot of dudes you'll see at the gym that are super ripped all year round are on that. So who knows what that's doing to
I
your
think
endocrine
that's
system.
stupid.
And it's also with young women as well.
Oh, we've heard them. They sound like this when they're working, at the beauticians, and then they become influencers, and they go, "G'day, guys, here's my morning routine.
So here's what I'm doing this morning. I'm going to wax me fanny.
Here's me clothing haul by Boo Hoo, and here's me new tights from Ect. Here's my ass."
Check out my OnlyFans.
It's unbelievable. I don't know. The fitness industry's just gone from being somewhat inspirational to just being so pornographic and just unachievable and not about being healthy. It's all about just getting as hot as possible, which obviously we all want to look nice, we all want to feel good, but I feel like
But it's also not achievable. Like,
no, all these chicks.
this photo,
no.
the photo that you see on
Yes.
Instagram is never achievable.
It's not.
It's airbrushed, it's changed, it's mixed.
Yep.
There's 6 filters.
Yep.
Did you know TikTok adds a filter automatically to your videos?
See, that's just wrong.
Isn't that strange?
We're all so body conscious as it is, men and women, and those of you in between. We're all
Shout out. 10% off the podcast.
Shout out to you. But yeah, no, I think the fitness industry has gone a little bit wonky.
A bit awry. Now, I came up with a great idea the other day. I came up with a money-making idea after listening to someone mention it to me.
Oh.
Now, we're not into puppy farms.
No.
No, we're not big fans of puppy
Boo.
farms. Boo earns.
Adopt, don't shop.
100%. Adopt a greyhound, the best thing you will
Or any dog.
ever do. Or any dog. But
Yes.
I found out that apparently you can make up to $3,000 a go if you get your male dog to shoot his semen into a female dog, and then that female dog has puppies. Now, I said to Claire, I said,
I forgot about this.
maybe we don't need to worry about a brand deal this week to pay for for our chicken burgers.
For our chicken burgers and Pandora charms.
Maybe we can just get Littlefoot to go out on the town, shoot his little mister, and then we get $3,000.
Over my dead body.
Why?
No.
Why? I don't understand
He's
how.
a baby.
I don't understand how that's an issue.
So Littlefoot's 3 years old. I'd breastfeed him if I could. He's a little baby, okay? He lives like a baby. He is our baby. He's upstairs napping now. I'm not having our little prince go around ejaculating. I need to burp. Hang on.
Oh, God. What?
Around the town.
No one wants to burp at that
No,
word.
with all these little... No, he's a baby.
But
it's sick.
It's what he wants to do.
He does not.
He told me.
Maybe if he had his balls still, he would. But
I regret doing that.
I regret getting him desexed. He had the cutest little
Everyone said,
balls.
you got to do it, You don't have to do it.
Yeah, I don't know why we did it.
Oh, sorry, I'm boring you. So I'm keeping you awake with the podcast.
Third coffee. I'm
How
still
many minutes in this
exhausted.
podcast are we? 12 minutes.
I'm boring myself.
12 minutes and you're boring yourself.
I'm sorry. No, but I think that's horrible.
Why?
Because it's a baby.
But I get it if it was
so
Rosie.
He's
We wouldn't do it.
So if a girl does it,
It's
here
different.
we go. Fire
It's
up
different.
the comment
It's
section.
different. She's
Here
got to
we
carry
go.
the puppies for 12 months. It's like 12 weeks for a dog.
Yeah, something fucked.
Something
Yeah,
fucked.
yeah.
Not like an elephant. Isn't that like
No.
2 years for an elephant? Anyway,
Something.
we're getting off track.
Yeah.
Elephant chat next week. Now,
Yeah.
if Rosie she was breathing, that would be terrible because she has to carry on the puppies. Littlefoot just has a quick little hump. You've seen him. When we pick Rosie up in the air to pick her up, he tries to hump the air for some... I don't know if she wafts something as she gets picked up.
Her fairy
Her
dust.
fairy dust, and Littlefoot just humps the air. It's so fucking weird.
They're brother and sister.
No, I know that.
Little
I'm
man
not
may-
saying.
he
I'm not
may-
saying him and her.
Who may want to throw his seed, but I think if we profit from him wanting to make a little bit of love in his spare time, I think that's sick.
So you're saying that OnlyFans is sick?
You know what? I've had a gut full of OnlyFans, to be brutally honest. The amount of shit jobs I've worked, the amount of girls that are stuck in admin hating themselves, and you fucking bitch at Snapchat.
Dixon gets cancelled for the first time.
I'm just trying to roll up some people. No, I think OnlyFans is fine. The only time I have a problem with it, bless you,
Jesus.
with OnlyFans is when you put it on the internet and then, like what we do, and then you have
What do you mean, like what
like
we do?
putting shit up on the internet and then someone
okay.
says something and you're like, you can't think that I'm a shit person, you can't say I'm ugly. You're putting it on the internet.
If you put it out there,
You're going to get
then you're
stuff
gonna get
back. So
criticised.
if you want to do your titty pics, I think all power to you, make that bank. But then don't go putting up things saying you can't say that I'm a disappointment to my family and you can't call me this and you can't. No one should be called anything bad, but that's not the world we live in.
no.
Everyone gets called things that are horrible.
You call me something horrible every night.
I
Just
do
before
not.
you know how when like you're going to sleep and you have that like jumping feeling, like oh my god I'm falling, and you
tremor,
wake, you
yes.
wake back up. Claire does that to me, but she screams profanities as I'm just about to fall asleep. You're going bald.
Unsubscribe!
But yeah, if you're involved in the internet world, you're gonna cop that shit, and that's just
that's
the way
part
it
of
is.
it. That's why you earn the money you do on OnlyFans, because you're doing
It's
God's
part of the
work.
it's part of the job.
Literally
Part of the job.
crew.
It's the same with like footballers or sports people. They cop shit, and that's part of the job. So don't
is.
go around crying
It
and
is.
whinging
Like,
and bitching.
I'm a sensitive person, but I think if you're going to put up videos of you fingering yourself and someone goes, "Oh, that's a bit off,"
Don't carry on with, "Oh my god, you sexy pig!"
it's like you're putting it on there and you're getting money for it. Like, fuck. I just think you can't have it all one way.
You can't. Yeah, you can't have. You can't be paid that much. You got to give something for it.
Yeah, no one should be harassed or bullied for anything, but I think if you're putting it on the internet, you know.
We had an OnlyFans girl on the Cancel Me Now
Ruby,
podcast.
she was lovely.
Claire says that now, but when she left, you were pretending to
not.
shadow box.
I did not. I hate when you say shit like that. It's so annoying.
No,
I did not.
She
I
did
like
not.
Ruby. She has a labradoodle.
and she's got massive
Qualities.
qualities. Camp Quality, brought to you by Camp Quality.
Check out Ruby's OnlyFans. We'll put it up somewhere for you to.
Well, I'm sure,
We-
I'm
we
sure
did.
Lordy's got it. No,
Lordy-
he doesn't have
Lordy's
it.
got it.
Okay.
We've
fair
already
enough.
looked.
We've already looked. I haven't looked.
Oh, I did.
Whose OnlyFans did we buy this week for a video next week?
Oh, and it was woeful, wasn't it? Whose was it?
it was-
Bad
Catch Me Outside, how about that?
baby,
Bad-
bad Barbie. Catch
bad-
me outside. How about that?
Is it Bad Barbie or Bad Baby?
Who cares? Fuck
Okay.
her. She's one of the fucker.
So she was on Dr. Phil years and years ago.
Yep.
And she was a kid at the time. Mm-hmm. She's now an adult. Mm-hmm. And the day after she turned 18, she made $1 million on OnlyFans.
See, respect. But
Oh.
she doesn't care if someone's like, "Ooh, I don't actually think that you. She'd be like, lol, I got your money anyway.
Exactly.
That's the attitude you need to have.
You have to own that shit.
You do.
You can't
It's a
let go and
business.
complain about
Yeah.
it. But she made all that money. So what do you think about dudes who, if it was a day earlier, 24 hours earlier, and some parts of the world, she was still 17,
A minor.
a minor.
Yeah.
What do you think about dudes buying that a day after she becomes an adult? Is that creepy?
Alarm bells.
It is a bit creepy.
I get it though.
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
want to get it, but I get it.
What do you get?
Guys are creeps.
Yeah. Guys are creeps.
I hate to say it, but
Guys are
some
creeps.
is so are some girls, but some guys are just creeps. Like we've had this conversation before about how
Stop being a creep, Butterfield.
stop being a creep, please. Wanting to bloody get Littlefoot into sex work. But we've
Only
had
pause.
only pause. Oh, we'd subscribe to that. Anyway,
Yeah.
but we've talked about that before. About I honestly think, and I saw this girl on TikTok do a thing about it. I'd love to see in the comments if people think this too. Gals, did you feel like you got more sexual attention, unwanted or wanted, whatever it may be, when you were a teenager more than an adult? Because I personally did.
Yeah. I remember you saying this.
And it blew my mind
it
when I
was
saw
creepy.
it on TikTok and I went, holy shit.
So who was...
Either we're getting ugly after 18. I like to think I've bloomed.
You're a bloomer.
Maybe not.
What
Maybe
a-
I've gone backwards.
what a
I don't
bloomer.
know. What a bloomer.
Love when you put your bloomers on.
I love when you put your bloomers
What
on.
are bloomers?
Aren't they the big parachute knickers back in the day? Big bloomers?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think that's a bit
So
weird.
what was the sexualization of you? Just
Not
by,
just
by
me,
people?
but other
yeah.
people.
But is it by older men? Is it by the people the
Not
same age?
necessarily
Or?
that. No, it wasn't the people the same age. No, it was either like boys years above me at school or sometimes teachers, sometimes prac teachers.
Really?
The biggest one for me though was walking to school, and I saw it happen to other girls. It wasn't just to me being a mad hottie. No, it wasn't that.
Mad
at all.
hornbag.
It definitely wasn't that. Anyway, I'd go get me iced coffee from the local shop, and then I'd toddle down to school, hating every fucking minute of it. And every now and again, you just have this head come out of you. Show us where you're pissed from.
Like, I was going to say something. I won't say that.
Don't like just shit like that. Like they'd just be trained and do the woof whistle and
is
it'd be
weird.
to girls in like year 8 or year 9, and these guys would be 25 plus.
I remember working a job and the bloke
yeah.
who I was working for would do that to young girls. Like,
Yeah.
oh, how
Show
good
us your tits.
well, he didn't do that, but he'd say to me, he'd be like, "Oh, how good she?" And I'm like, "Dude, she's in like
It's
fucking year
fucking
8.
gross.
It's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?"
I remember walking past the local pub after going to the beach, not in a bikini, not that that should matter, but I had clothing on. And I remember feeling so uncomfortable because these creepy old guys were sitting out the front of the pub one whistled and one got out of his chair, walked over the road to watch me walk up the thing to get home.
What?
And I was like,
Why?
mad hottie.
So what do you what do you do to stop that though?
Well, when I was a kid, I was so fucking anxious about everything that I think I just was like,
Head down.
I was very much like that.
Head down, bum up.
But as I got older, it didn't happen near as. It was honestly between, which is really sad. 15 and 16, I got a lot of. And it wasn't just me in my year. A lot of girls, I saw it as I'd walk to school, would get beeped, would get all sorts of, and they'd date older guys. It was just the thing.
Yeah, and there is this weird sexualization of young girls.
Going out with, like, you know, your friend's older brother.
That's
and
fucking
all
weird.
that stuff.
I honestly don't understand
Yeah.
how dudes can date someone
mature.
under the age of 18. When they're like 18 or 19, or 20,
It's weird.
It is fucking weird.
It
if
is
you're
weird.
dating someone who's still in school, fuck off. That
It's
is
weird.
gross,
Go
wrong,
finish your
and weird.
TAFE degree, mate.
Yeah, or
Yep.
go and fucking, I don't know.
Get a trade.
Get a trade.
Go to the
you
army.
loser.
You loser.
But yeah, no, it's the same with like the whole schoolgirl outfit. We were
Yeah.
talking about this week. Like,
Yep.
I don't understand the obsession that some men seem to have with girls dressed as schoolgirls.
Oh, it's sick. I don't like it at
Like,
all.
isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like
I
it.
don't understand why you would want to
It's-
play the role of a child.
It's even weirder if they're a teacher.
Yes.
Imagine that. And
And
they want their missus dressing up as little Betty Sue in year 8.
I bet this happens.
it would.
That there's a teacher out there who has somehow got one of the school uniforms and gets his missus to dress up in the school uniform. And his name...
His name.
I won't say his name. But you know who I'm referring to.
I
who
do.
definitely doesn't do
He
that.
doesn't do that.
1,000%
We're
doesn't
making
do
fun
that.
of him.
But we...
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. He definitely does not
But
do that.
Did you, like, when you were at school, did you find that being a teenage boy, like, with guys in your year going out with girls younger?
Not so much in our year. I noticed, like, in the years below us,
Yeah.
after I'd left, because my brother was at the school, that I'd hear about it more.
And they'd, like, the guys would hook up with girls, like, you'd be in year 11, oh, yeah, rooting some girl in year 9,
Yeah.
year 10.
Well,
it was
I-
just the thing.
Personally,
it's so fucked.
I saw zero sexual activity at all in school. So
That's my man.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was alone, but other people were. I mean, I guess they were. I think they were like dating girls in the year below. But
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been socially acceptable at school to date someone 2 years below. I think that's way too many years. Particularly at school, when you're like, if you're an 18-year-old at school and you're dating a 16-year-old, fucking alarm bells.
No comment.
We're not even going to get into that.
Nah, fuck.
Jesus
Let's just
Christ.
leave that.
But
the internet will blow up. Anyway,
no.
continue.
So we also saw that on whilst we were talking about this the other day, this thing on Current Affair, that this lady was sleeping with a 14-year-old that she was
That's
working
right.
with,
Oh, that was feral.
and she didn't get charged criminally.
Because she was a woman.
Well, this is the thing. Like, if she was a man, 100% would have been locked up, right?
What I think. Yep.
So there's a bit of a difference there.
Yeah, because it's different for a male student to be banging the hot teacher, the
Yeah.
lady, like in all the pornos. Whereas if it's an older teacher, an adult, and he's wanting to go after little
Little
Phoebe in the front row.
yeah.
I
little
like
Phoebes,
naming them.
little
Anyway,
Phoebes.
little Phoebes, then that's fucked.
Well, okay. So we disagree on this. I think there's an age
Oh no!
where
Don't say it.
if it let's
This
say
this podcast just started. You're about to get it cancelled.
I think there's an age as a young man.
Oh no!
Let's say you're 17 and 9 months, and you
whoopty fucking do.
see a prac teacher walk in, and she's a hot bit of gear.
Any prac teacher in high school's hot. Do you remember any ugly fucker could come through, and every girl and every whatever it was,
Hot
you go,
bitty
oh
good.
well, aren't they hot? And you look at him now, and you're like, ugh.
Hot bit of gear, and she
Okay.
walks in, and she's
So a
keen.
blonde teacher's approach.
Blonde
Go on.
teacher
Yeah.
walks in. She's literally all she has to be is not wrinkly and thin, and she's the hot one, right?
Okay.
So she walks in.
And bonus if she's a PE teacher.
She has to be a PE
She has
teacher.
to
No
be a
blonde
PE
hot
teacher.
chicks are walking in teaching fucking math.
That's true.
Now, she walks in, and there's a kid who's 17 and 11 months, almost
Oh,
18
11
years.
months now, not 9 months.
Yeah, because
Okay.
she's doing a prac. She's there for 3 months.
All right, Dal. All right.
And she gives him the eye. She goes, "Hey, Don." And he goes, "Not bad." And then they make out outside of school. I think that is not only okay, I think it should be celebrated.
Fucked.
But if it's the other way around, it's a man doing it to a girl, it's fucked.
That's sexist.
100%.
That's fucked.
Because girls can't look after them.
We should be ashamed that we can't control...
The urges.
Yes.
The urges.
Yes.
No, I just think that...
I disagree, but love you still.
I love you too. But I just think that... So this is a healthy relationship. You can be wrong.
And then you'll beat the sense into me later.
And this has got to stop. You do jokes like that to your mum and dad, and I always worry.
Don't joke about domestic violence, otherwise you'll cop a flogging. Thank you for listening.
Lordy, how long's the podcast gone for? 25. We've got to go another 5. This is a 30-minute podcast.
Yeah. What was the other topic we were going to talk about?
They're all gone. So you've got to come up with one now.
Oh, I didn't think of any.
Come on, big fella.
I reheated me coffee.
I reheated your coffee. And it stunk.
Yeah.
It stunk.
Like smelt bad
Yeah.
or stunk like taste?
No. What? Stunk like taste?
You know, like,
So
that stunk.
smelt bad or stunk like taste?
Listen,
what do you mean?
Don't bully me in our garage. Okay, what else can we talk about?
So tell us, we've got, so obviously for people who don't know, this is also the Cancel Me Now podcast set, but you've added a few extra additions.
Oh, yeah. So to make it a little more little dicky, I've lit a glasshouse candle for you fuckers. I've put a succulent there. And my Stitch Pride and Joy is over there next to our god Joe Rogan. We need to get a Dana White one too.
We should get a Dana White
I'd like to see in the comments if any of you get... Actually, I shouldn't be talking about Dana White, because what if we meet him again and he knows that I think he's...
We told him, didn't we?
Not that!
You got a photo with him.
Yeah, that's normal, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw what you did. I saw you grabbed him on the bum.
No, I did. I saw it.
Oh, you smelled him.
I went... Smell that Howlerhead whiskey coming through.
How good's the Howlerhead?
Oh.
It's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bad.
But yeah, I just added a little bit of stuff to make it a little bit...
So,
and then I take it away when the big dogs come in.
Bluey.
Yeah, you and Bluey.
Me and Bluey. So it's... Our podcast is probably number 1 at this moment. As it should be.
On the charts.
On our chart upstairs.
Yeah, nice.
Things to do.
Hang out washing, break the record on Spotify.
Back to normal thing.
Chicken burgers.
You know, it's been interesting. We've been training together the last week and a half.
Shredding for the wedding.
Shredding for the wedding.
Oh, Bill, okay, this is something. I've got to bring this up. So...
Nah.
Too long?
No, I don't want to hear it.
Really?
I'm joking.
Oh,
Of course I want to hear
I
it.
thought it was funny.
It's your podcast. You fucking pull me in the line.
No. There's this girl that we make fun of on Instagram because we're bad people.
We are bad people.
And you know how people would say, like, I'm in my bulking phase? Well, because chicks are just... Us as women are just going...
Can I just say what the bulking phase is?
Yes.
So the bulking phase in bodybuilding or fitness is like where you put weight on, you put more muscle on, you eat more calories to grow.
Yeah,
and then
huge.
there's the cutting phase where you eat less calories and you lose body fat. Come on.
Yes. And this sweet darling on Instagram...
With the big clit, probably.
With the big titties. She goes...
Titties? I said clitties.
No, she's got all of it.
Oh, Jesus.
She's got the full package.
Big clitty, big titty.
And she goes, so basically, I'm just working on my building phase.
So she's changed
She's not bulking.
She's changed it from bulking to
She's
building.
Building a big dump truck. Big ass.
What do you think about the whole female obsession with only training ass?
I think they're doing it to impress blokes. Don't at me.
Of course they are.
Sorry.
I'm doing it for me. Why
No,
do
you're
you?
not.
Why do you want a big?
No,
fucking
you're
one?
not.
Why do you want a big
What's
one?
it do for you?
So you'd have to
looking
sit
good?
on pillows.
What a load of shit. I hate that. Then they're like, oh, I do it for me.
Nobody does
Bullshit.
anything for me.
Bullshit, Sabrina. Bullshit. I don't think that's right at all. I think you do it to a point to feel good about yourself. But
Sure.
trying to get a big fat ass or something, if you're wanting to have, aren't you wanting to attract the opposite sex?
Well, that's why I've said this before in a video, and people, recently, and this dude's like, I said, everyone goes on dates to get a root,
Yes.
right?
1,000%. Unless you're both party, what is asexual and you're not
Asexual.
wanting sex, you're just wanting to,
Have dinner.
Yeah, you're wanting to eventually
That's
end
a
up in
date,
bed
right?
with
That's
the
the
person.
whole point of a
Yeah,
date.
fall in love or sex.
And this guy
Or free dinners.
the Claire Dixon story.
Oh, yeah.
And I said in the video, I said that's why they do it. And this guy was like, no. Well, obviously Isaac is a misogynist because this is what he believes, that women are only there for sex. I said, no,
That's
what
what,
I fucking
ladies,
said.
that's what we're there for. We're there to breed and to have sex. That's all we're there for.
Is that the end of the show?
I just wanted to leave that there so people can be like, oh my God. I'm totally joking. But anyway.
No. Well, you're allowed to joke.
That's the thing. You can't joke about anything.
Some people can't pick when you're being sarcastic, though.
With me.
No. Just with, like, it's just some people can't.
Because I say something horrible, then I'm just like...
People can't pick sarcasm.
Yeah.
Like, they can't pick it at all. It's not in their repertoire, in their wheelhouse to understand when someone's saying something just to say something fucked up.
People that are actually sexist are pieces of shit.
But you can pick that. And if someone makes a sexist joke... and
I've worked for 2 sexist men, and they were massive pieces of shit. So, for someone to then say in a comment section that Isaac's sexist, I'm just like, lol. Yeah. He cooks me dinner every night. He is the biggest gentleman. Not that I don't have to defend
even bigger than
you,
Jana White. Even bigger than Dana White.
No one's as good as Dana. But you're pretty close.
Thank you, dear.
I hope Dana never watches this, but why would he? Well,
ladies and gentlemen, I think he will. And I also think that we need to go upstairs, make some chicken burgers, and go to bed.
Yeah, let's wrap this back. Oh, I had an idea for the podcast before we sign off.
Yes, please.
Yes. I thought, should we have a thing that we choose a comment each week and someone writes us in a question?
Okay.
Like Dolly Doctor.
Yep.
And it's mum and dad help you with something that's bothering you. So some
of
you guys
that.
might be in high school, getting bullied, relationship difficulties, drug abuse, parents.
Drug abuse?
I don't know. Whatever your problem may be.
I'll go to the comment section.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one, this is from Grey Gore.
Hello.
It's got 19 likes.
Oh, bless him.
And it's not a question, it's more of a statement. We'll do questions next week.
Yeah.
Let us know a question in the comment section.
I think it's a nice idea.
That opening, this is about last week's show, that opening had me thinking Little Dixon was pregnant.
Listen.
How do you feel about all these people thinking you were preggers last week because we started a show called The Mum and Dad Show?
I loved the attention, to be honest. No, I was all right.
Yep.
It didn't, I know, well, we're not, so sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But we are getting married in 2 months.
Yeah, so when I am, it was nice to see that people were like, oh, everyone was super nice.
They were
I thought
really
it was
nice
beautiful.
about
I was just like, oh my God, save the excitement for when I am, but no, I'm not at the moment. It's just mum and dad because I've always been a nana, but I've turned you into a bit of a hermit too.
When we have a child, what do we do with it during the podcast?
Sit him right there.
That's what I was thinking, in like the bouncer or something.
Oh, imagine that.
Wouldn't that be nice? But then they cry and we have to like put them outside.
Put him in the cage.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us on the Mum and Dad Show. My name's Isaac Butterfield. This is Little Dixon. And make sure you check us out next week. Make sure you subscribe to wherever you happen to be listening to this. We're also available on Spotify and iTunes. Little Dicky, a piece of advice for everyone next week.
Support Peachy by Rose, please.
They
support us. They've sponsored this podcast.
On the podcast.
On the podcast. So check them out and adopt a greyhound if you can. Have a good week. Don't be hard on yourself.
Bye. Au revoir. Bye-bye.
Bye.